What I want to talk about now is something that many, many, many actors are really worried about, and that's crying on cue. You need to cry at a certain moment. And when we do continuity, you have to remember that if you're shooting the same scene 3-4 times in different angles, each time you have to cry, because that's continuity. I remember recently one of my actors a long time ago called me up and says, I can't cry. I invited him to my apartment and just showed him the technical way to cry. Actors who want all the time the correct emotions, which I've taught you before about the monologues and getting into your private energies, your private moments, comes out real bechi. But we need to also learn how to do what I call ki'ilu bechi, but it looks like and sounds like real bechi. One of the reasons I like to do this also is because sometimes if you have very hard scenes and you have to get emotional, very hard for you as an actor, okay? Some people say, wow, I don't want to be actors after this, it's too emotional. But when we learn the ki'ilu bechi, we relax. So here's what I want to say, okay? Now, there's something, first of all, that's easy and quick, and that's known as tear stick, okay? It's something all professionals use. It's a stick that you put under your eye, and it causes bechi to come. So that's quite easy. Many, many times I say to my actors, use music. The music that you listen to that will bring up emotions. For instance, my song, no matter when I hear it, it's Ricky Gal singing Ima, singing Mother. Every time I hear that song, real bechi comes. And I don't have to go deep to my emotions. I let the music help me. Another way of ki'ilu bechi, and that's very technical, is not blinking. You don't blink for at least 30 seconds, you're going to see that your eyes get full of tears, they can become wet. You don't need to see tears falling down. You just need to see that the eyes are reacting to the bechi. Once you get that, all you need to do is each person separately, you need to learn how the sound of your own bechi comes out. Some people bechi silently. Some people only with their voice, and some people mamash with their bechi when they can't talk and it's crying comes out. I don't know how you do it, okay? But we need to learn how to do that. So we have to also know that there's all different, okay, so this is the technical way of bechiing, okay? I'm going to show you some demonstrations. Now we have to know that bechi is not only one kind of bechi, one kind of crying, all right? Many, many actors can get into bechi very easily with emotional memory. That means trying to feel something, remembering when your mother died and trying to be there. That's always self-pity. But self-pity, bechi, is terrible for the audience. They don't care. Okay, they don't care. If you feel sorry for yourself, why should they feel sorry for you? There's bechi of anger. There's bechi of embarrassment, elbon. There's bechi of separation, of being, stay with me. There's so many kinds of bechi. And we need to be able to develop all kinds. And sometimes the director has to help you. The director has to put you in that situation where you feel that true bechi. I can give you an example. Many years ago when I was teaching in the university, an actress came to us and she was working in the movie Yanks with Richard Gere. So this actress, she spoke to the university, to all the directors there, telling how upset she was for a scene she had to do in the Yanks. I believe we have to look this up. Schlesinger was the director. We have to look this up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she had a scene with Richard Gere that she went to a hotel room with him and she wanted to have a sexual relationship. He refused. Her feelings were one of being insulted, okay, being rejected. It's not a self-pity Becky. The next scene, the director wanted her to cry. She asked him, how should I cry? What do you want? So the director says, do it, you're an actress. She said, but what do you want? He said, I'm not going to tell you what you want. If you can't do this, I don't even know why I hired you. And she began to cry. And then he filmed it. Now, she said to the audience that was listening to her speech, she said, he could have told me to cry. I could have cried. Why did he have to insult me in front of everybody? Because that's what he wanted. He wanted the Bechi to come from Elbon, from an insult. You can't do that to yourself. He didn't want self-pity. My opinion, he did the right job, but he didn't end it correctly. He should have come over to her to build her confidence and say, wow, you did a fantastic job. I'm so sorry I had to do this way, but this is the kind of Bechi I wanted, and you're amazing. And they should have applauded her in front of all the other people on the set. But he didn't. He left her elbowed. He left her in an emotional situation until today she can't forgive him. So sometimes the director has to help you. The director has to respect you and tell you why he did what he did. So remember, Bechi does not work with self-pity. We have to get into the mitzvah, which I taught you earlier, or to do